The County Commissioners held a planning session in early February to set goals and strategies for this year. They received a somber budget update from Assistant County Manager Amy Cannon, who outlined the financial challenges facing the county as it develops the fiscal 2011 budget. We'll hear from her today. During the planning sessions, the Commissioners agreed on 4 main priorities for 2010. County Manager James Martin tells us about those goals and some of the strategies established to meet them.
For fiscal year 2011, the county faces a challenge in maintaining the same level of services. We're basically facing diminishing revenue sources and expenditure increases that are a continuation of a sluggish economy and state legislative changes. On the expenditure side, we're looking at about $4.5 million of increases that include child support enforcement, that also include retirement, mandatory contribution increases for the employer. We're also opening up the new Western Elementary Library, which will require operating and staffing commitments, as well as health insurance increases. Those total about $4.5 million. And on the revenue side, we face about $3.5 million of diminishing revenue sources. Everyone knows that sales tax is underperforming. We're about $2.3 million under budget this year and expect that that will continue into the upcoming year. We're also facing state cutbacks in revenue reimbursements to the county of about $500,000, as well as interest earnings. Of course, with a continuing economy and reduced interest earnings, that's about $800,000. So as we are in the very preliminary stages, we're looking at some challenges of balancing the budget without even departmental request of about $8.5 million. With all the challenges that we have identified in the preliminary stages, the management team at the county sat down and decided that we needed to set up a framework or a guide for county departments and also for management in dealing with a recommended budget that should be presented to the commissioners late in May. We have developed 6 guiding principles, and I'd like to share those with you. The first guiding principle is that the recommended budget will be based upon the goals and priorities established by the Board of County Commissioners. The second priority or principle is that the budget will be maintained or presented in a way that maintains the fiscal integrity of our policies that the board has previously adopted, such as the debt service policy, fund balance policy, and these policies have served the county well in allowing the county to get a bond rating upgrade by S&P and Moody's in the prior fiscal year. The third principle is that every attempt will be made to preserve county positions and have no furloughs. The fourth guiding principle is that management will make every attempt also to maintain the current level of services that the citizens are accustomed to. The fifth principle is a little different, and it deals with the revenue side of the budget, and it deals with revenue neutral. Initially, we believe that it's important to begin the budget with a recalculated revenue neutral rate. Our revenue neutral calculation last year was based on very, very preliminary information. Actual values now are coming in. We were very conservative in our revenue neutral calculation, and we believe that it would be appropriate to begin this budget process with a recalculated revenue neutral rate. And that's our fifth principle. And finally, the sixth principle, and probably one of the most important, is that management feels that it's very important to present a budget that maintains unity with the Board of County Commissioners. We believe that we need to prepare a budget that is a representation of the collective goals of the board, collective vision and directions for this entire community.
The Board of Commissioners met February 6th and established 4 primary goals: safe water, public safety, communications, and economic development. The safe water goal of the Commissioners is a continuation of a goal for the current year and involves planned meetings with the City of Fayetteville and Public Works Commission as a potential provider of a source of water for the county's water system. It also involves, as an option, a meeting that we plan to have with the Lower Cape Fear Water and Sewer Authority out of New Hanover County. That authority is in the process of constructing a 4 million gallon a day water treatment capacity that is the primary purpose of which is to serve the Smithfield Food plant in a neighboring county. And so there is some water capacity available from that treatment plant, and the authority is interested in marketing that water to other jurisdictions, and Cumberland County obviously is of interest to them, and we believe we need to explore that as an option for serving the Grace Creek area of the county, the water and sewer district in Grace Creek. As a continuation of the work plan for the Public Utility Department, we have 6 projects that have been underway, and to some extent we have some progress made in a few, but others have not actually gotten underway fully. There is a public safety goal. We have had a public safety task force that's been working since October of 2008. Their goal was to look at fire service in the county, ambulance service, EMS service, as well as communications in the county. That task force has done some great work. A report was presented on February 16th to the Board of Commissioners and to other elected officials, municipal elected officials in the county. The report was well received, and there will be some strategies developed as to how we move forward with implementation of that task force report. The chairman has indicated that he plans to hold a jail summit within the next month or two with the sheriff, the district attorney, the public defender, day reporting, pretrial release, and other parties that are involved with the judicial and court system. And so we expect at that meeting there will be discussion about the current status of the jail population and some strategies developed as to when to move forward and how to move forward with addressing the issue of jail population. The communications goal will actually look at how we improve our communications with other elected officials, with the community at large, with the media, and with citizens. And we actually intend to implement some social media kinds of things, Twitter and Facebook, that Sally Shutt, the county's communications manager, will be setting up and managing for us to help keep the public better informed about the activities and accomplishments of county government. In the area of economic development, which is one of the goals, the board has decided that they want to monitor going forward now for the next few months the performance of the Fayetteville Cumberland County Chamber of Commerce. We're also looking at the county's incentive policies for economic development and how that may aid the chamber in its efforts to help secure additional jobs and investment in the community. There also then is the issue of job retention even among county government, and that's a strong goal of the commissioners as well. We will be providing the board an update on 3 times a year. We will also post the results of this progress on the county's website and on our other media outlets. And this is really going to be a challenging process. This budget process that's upcoming is going to be quite a challenging time for us, but I think the county staff is certainly up to that challenge, and we look forward to working for this community for another year.